Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. And if this is your first time here, then hi. My name is Lauren and on my channel we mostly talk about anything luxury, but we also discuss lifestyle and beauty. So if you're interested in any of these topics, please consider subscribing to my channel and we'll get started with the video. To be presenting you the best items to buy from Cartier right now that are under $5,000. I've tried to include items from several collections as well as different pieces, styles such as rings, earrings, necklaces, and etc. So if you're curious to see what my choices are, then please keep on watching. So these are actually going to be pieces that I do not currently have in my jewelry collection, so I will be including pictures either here or here. And my first recommendation would be the Cartier Love earrings in size small in yellow gold, and they retail for $2,080 plus tax. This is going to be the most inexpensive item out of this entire list, and I find it to be very, very cute. I am starting to really like these earrings. Truth be told, I actually don't need them, so I don't specifically plan on buying them, but I feel like if you are looking for a pair of earrings that are reasonably priced, that are either solid yellow or white gold, that won't hurt your ears if you're allergic to metal. I am very allergic to metal, so I used to buy Chanel earrings and they would hurt me so bad. I would still, try to wear them and it just really wasn't working. But if you are looking for a pair of white gold or yellow gold earrings, I tend to prefer the yellow gold for this model because I feel like it would suit you more. It's something that would be a little bit more, elevated in yellow gold than in white gold. I feel like white gold, you might not see them as well, especially if you choose them in the small size. So this is actually a piece of jewelry that I have not seen in person yet. So I included the small model. I feel like from the pictures, it seems a little bit more dainty, cute, than the bigger size. I feel like the bigger size, depending on your size of earlobes, there is the possibility that it might look too big. But obviously this is something that you would need to try. So for me, my choice would be the small size, and you also gain a lot of money because there is a pretty big price difference in between the small size and then the big size. And yellow gold, I feel like, goes with absolutely everything. If you have to buy a first pair of earrings, this would be a really great choice. Next up, we have the Cartier Juste Clou bracelet, again in size small and in yellow gold, and it retails for $3,600 plus tax. So this, I feel like, would be a perfect addition to an already existing stack. I do believe that if you do not have any bracelet, the size small might look a little thin and a little small on your wrist, again, depending on your size. Obviously for me, I'm 5'11" or 180 centimeters, which is really tall. You probably know that by now if you've been subscribed to my channel. So it is difficult to have very thin bracelets on my very long arm. I feel like you wouldn't really be able to see these bracelets, but if you are short, that might work. But if you're tall, that might also work as an addition to a stack. So for example, if you already have, let's say, a love bracelet from Cartier, or if you already have a VCA bracelet, or basically any other bracelet from any other brand, that might work as a nice addition. The bracelet itself is very understated. What I like about it is its durability. Contrary to the love bracelet, the durability on the Juste Clou models is like insane. I have two of them. I have one in white gold and then I have one in yellow gold, the thick ones that come with the diamonds, and I really love them. I feel like I've had the one in yellow gold for a really long time. I would say like about 2 years. I've actually done a review very recently on my channel on it, so if you are interested in learning more about the wear and tear of this particular piece, then I will go ahead and leave the link to the video in the little information link over here for you to see it. But yeah, so the durability on the Juste Clou is absolutely incredible. And I love the shape. I mean, it's so, different, it's so unique, it's very like edgy, but then at the same time not too much, it's not too aggressive. I feel like the Clash bracelet might be a little bit too edgy, at least for me, maybe a little too, yeah, aggressive. But I feel like the Justin Clou is a nice in-between, and it works really nicely with both the Love bracelet and a VCA bracelet. I've gotten several questions about the wear and tear of the Justin Clou with these bracelets, like do they scratch together, do they rub against one another, are they uncomfortable with one another, and I feel like so far so good. I haven't had any problems, so I would wear the three of them stacked up, and for me it still feels comfortable, and I haven't noticed any particular additional scratches with the addition of the Justin Clou bracelet. So that's a bracelet that I would highly recommend, especially in the small model, because it's so inexpensive. Next up, we have the Cartier Love necklace in yellow gold, and it retails for $3,850 plus tax. This I actually feels like is a little expensive for what it is. Up until now, I felt like the items that I presented you were reasonably priced, especially for what they were. But here, I feel like for such a thin necklace, the price is a little expensive, it's a little on the expensive side. I feel like it's much more expensive than the earrings, and I don't really see how that's justified, because it's basically the same piece as the earrings, and then you add like a chain, but the chain is like $1,500, like no more than that, actually $1,800. So the difference is $1,800 in between the earrings and then the necklace. So it seems a little unjustified for me. That being said, I really love the look of this necklace. In my mind, this would be a great starter necklace. This is the type of necklace that you could see yourself wearing every day. Mind you, I have not tried it on yet in the store, so I don't know whether or not it is comfortable. I don't really expect it to be uncomfortable, especially because it's so thin and it's so small. So it's not like it's going to weigh heavily on your neck or anything like that. I don't really see it being, you know, uncomfortable. The one thing that I would potentially watch out for, which happens a lot with this Birks necklace, is the fact that because the chain is so thin, the necklace kind of like moves around, and then you can see the closure system in the front more often than not because the necklace moves around, which is very annoying. So I would definitely watch out for that with the Cartier necklace. But other than that, I feel like it's a great starter necklace for anybody who doesn't have, you know, a designer necklace yet, or who is willing to give one to, like, I don't know, maybe a teenager or a young adult. I feel like this would be a really good graduation present or something like that. I love the look of it, and I'm going to try it out in the store very soon. Next, we have the Cartier Clash ring in the small model in white gold, and it retails for $2,560 plus tax. That is such a weird price. I don't really understand the $60 thing, but anyway, I recommend white gold for this one. Basically, up until now, I've been recommending yellow gold because I feel like you really cannot go wrong with that. It's very classy, it's very timeless, it screams elegance, which is kind of the main thing from this brand. But for this particular piece, I would feel like the white gold one is better because in my mind, the yellow gold version is way too common. I don't know if I've been dreaming this, but lately I feel like I have seen this piece everywhere on social media, on Instagram, on YouTube, etc., or out and about in the street, and people always have the yellow gold version. So obviously, you know, with you having the white gold one, it's not going to make it such that it's a different model, but at least it's white gold, so it's much less common. I love the look of the ring. Like I mentioned before, I wouldn't necessarily get the bracelet because I feel like the bracelet being a bigger piece might be a little bit too aggressive or too edgy. But that being said, it really seems to me like the ring is very edgy, but not too much. Especially, for example, if you have something a little bit understated or a little bit more classic on one hand. For example, if you have, like, you know, an engagement ring and a wedding band on one hand, this is a very classic, usually, set of jewelry. And then if you have The Cartier clash ring, on the other hand, I feel like this works really nicely. I am a little bit concerned, however, about the comfort level. This is also something that I have not tried out in the store yet. So being that the ring has such a particular shape, I'm a little cautious about the comfort level, and also about the ring kind of not necessarily like slipping out of your finger, but kind of like moving around and then causing, you know, some kind of like friction and maybe some redness on your finger area. So that might be something that you want to try out in the store. Also, because it's such an unusual shape, maybe your ring size might change. I'm saying that because my ring size with the Love ring is different than with the Juste un Clou ring. So I'm imagining that with this one, it might also be something different. It might be either the one that I have for the Love one or for the Juste un Clou, but I would definitely recommend to try it out in the store. I love the look of it. I think it's really nice, and it's something that might be a great addition if you have classic pieces to kind of like change up your style and, you know, kind of renew. And lastly, we'll have the Cartier Tank Must Watch in the small model, and it retails for $3,300 plus tax. Now, this might also be one of my favorite pieces of jewelry from this video because of how classic and timeless it is. This watch, in my mind, really screams old money. I am obsessed with this aesthetic. I've been obsessed with it lately. That's all I look at on Instagram. That's like basically all I research. I like live and breathe old money. And it's really funny because I am very not old money. My family doesn't have any money actually. But I really enjoy like looking at these aesthetics. And I feel like this watch is 100% that. The one thing and the reason why for me this watch doesn't work is the old money version is going to be with the leather strap, with the leather bracelet. And with my current lifestyle, I really can't afford to have a watch that has a leather bracelet, simply because I am around kids all day. I wash my hands about 55,000 times a day. So I would be very scared of getting, you know, the strap wet, of getting stains on it or glue or whatnot. This is basically going to be something that would work for somebody that's not around kids all the time. So I wear a Rolex every day, and that really works for me because it's very carefree. But if I didn't have this lifestyle, I would definitely run to the store to try out this watch. It's so like classy, but then the price is very reasonable for it being a watch. I mean, when you're looking at Rolexes, we're around like $6,000–$7,000 as a starting price. This is about half of that, and the watch is very beautiful. It's obviously from a very well-renowned brand, and the model is very classic, timeless, screams elegance. So this would be a really good recommendation for a starter watch. For example, if you don't have the same lifestyle as I do, if you are still, you know, trying to afford a Rolex, or if you cannot, or if you just don't like them, this would be a really good opportunity for you to get a nice watch with the leather bracelet. I feel like it would work really nicely in an office environment, you know, with like a little blouse and like nice pair of pants. Oh my god, I'm already so excited. But yeah, I mean, I love this watch. I feel like it looks so good. So that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this video was beneficial and informational for you. In case you were looking at acquiring any pieces from Cartier and wanted something that was still at a reasonable-ish price point, I tried to keep it under $5,000, even $4,000 for the most part. I really feel like this with this kind of brand would be hard to find at like $1,000. I know that I've seen a piece on their website that's like that's like $900 something, but it's a single earring. So I mean, you know, this isn't very practical. So I tried to find pieces that were practical, that you would be having in your collection for a long time, that were from different collections from them, that were different types of pieces. So I hope that that gave you good inspiration for potential gifts or for, you know, treating yourself, because it's always time to treat yourself. So if you did enjoy the video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one.